Hello and welcome to the first official episode of Becoming the Baddie, a series where I help you become your best and most baddie self. So, gonna start off with a little introduction. Hi, my name is Allie. I am currently a college student, home from college, and I don't know about y'all. If you're a college student, then you'll understand this too. I'm currently at home, and there is a bittersweet feeling that comes with visiting home. Obviously, you're happy to see pets, see your parents, see old friends, but also it can feel like you're almost time traveling back in time. And I did so much work at university to help become the person I want to be. And so I'm taking this time at home, the few more weeks I have before I return to university, to number one, make sure that I keep up with all the progress I made, but also to take this time to really audit my life, to do inner work, and to see what can I do when I go back to university, and even start now to really help me flourish and take that next level to becoming who I really want to be. And so we're gonna start off this first episode going right into it, which is, who is the baddie? So everyone always talks about becoming their best and highest self, but that's really hard to do when you don't really know who your best self is. And so I'm doing this first episode to help y'all figure out who is the baddie that you want to become. And so for me, the process that I do to help me figure out who I am has two components. I have the writing and I have the visuals. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the writing portion, which is basically, I want y'all to open your notes out, to take out a piece of paper, do whatever you want, but I want you to brain dump. I want you to write out everything that you vision when you picture your highest self. And this does not have to be organized, this does not have to be this doesn't have to make any sense basically. This is just for you to get an idea of what you want your highest self to look like. This could be career, this could be looks, this could be money, this could be relationships, anything. And I want you to just write it all down. And once you word vomited all of this onto a piece of paper, you can go in and you can read through it and make a little sense of what your highest self, your best self, the baddiest baddie you can be looks like. And so for me, I organize this by making subgroups. Let's say one of these goals was to get the body of your dreams. And another goal was to eat healthy. Another goal was to go to the gym X amount of times a week to lose X amount of weight. You can group those together into one goal to, at least for me, help make it more digestible, more understandable. And so once I tidied up my list a little bit, I want you to open either Pinterest or Google or some other search engine. I love Pinterest. I will always be loyal to Pinterest whenever I am looking for images or inspiration. And I want you to make a new folder, a new little board in your Pinterest, and I want you to take your written list and translate it all into photos. I love personally having the written list so I can go back and I can read out all of my clear goal. But equally as important, I love having the photos. I love being able to see it, to help envision it, and that's really what those photos help you do. They help you take the writing, the kind of tangible but not really certain aspects of the goals that you want in your life, and to help you turn it into a version where you can look at it and you can see it and you can understand visually what you want. Also, if you want to make a vision board later, this is also a really helpful step so you know what to put on it. But I want you to take at least one photo for every goal that you have, and I want you to put it in that board. And so this will help be visual embodiment of the goals that you want. And also the thing that I love about Pinterest is that you can go to the tiny little more ideas button at the bottom, and if you click that, you get an entire feed specialized to that board, which means that if you made your board and you're like, I still want more, I feel like there's still something that I'm not getting, you can click that more ideas button and you can scroll through basically a personalized feed of what Pinterest thinks would inspire you and what you need to become your highest self, to even give you more inspiration on top of that. And you can always leave it there, and I would recommend to also revisit the list and revisit the Pinterest board whenever you need more inspiration. But if you want to take it a step further, I would highly recommend creating a vision board and putting it as your wallpaper. because I realized that when I have a vision board on my wallpaper reminding me the goals that I'm working toward, what I want in my life, that I'm so much more productive. And I feel like I'm actually making strides towards my goal because I have it set on my wallpapers, my phone, my laptop, my iPad. So every time I look at my screens, which is a lot, way more than I'd like to admit, I get to see my goals, what I'm working towards. And another tip, if you really want to make sure that you're feeding yourself that inspiration for Pinterest, is that if you have, I know Apples do this, I don't know about everyone else, you can add widgets to your home screen, which is basically a tiny little square, and you can link it to Pinterest. That way when you open your home screen, you see that little square, that little image, and you can link it to that Pinterest board. So that way you're always getting fed this inspiration, once again, whenever you open your phone. Those are the tips that I used to help me really solidify the baddie I wanted to become. And thank y'all so much for listening, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode.